We received none, but this meeting is being streamed live on YouTube.
Approval of minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Meeting of April 20th, 2023. Thank you very much.
Motion to accept.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ordinance, second reading, public hearing, public may comment.
2023-08, an ordinance amending certain sections of Chapter 39 of the Township of Pennsauken Code to remove the fire department title of battalion chief.
Motion to open the floor.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Do we have any public comments? All right, some public comments. Motion to close the floor.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to adopt.
Make a motion.
Second.
Committeewoman Rathbun,
Yes.
Committeeman DeBattista,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Oliver,
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes.
2023-09, ordinance authorizing a special emergency appropriation pursuant to NJSA 40A-4, semicolon 4-53B, to fund the costs associated with the execution of a program of revaluation of real property for the Township of Pennsauken, County of Camden, New Jersey.
Motion to open the floor.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public comment? Any public comment? Don't see any public comments. Motion to close the floor.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Second.
Uh,
Yes.
Committeeman DeBattista,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Oliver,
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes.
2023-10, an ordinance amending Chapter 141 Development Regulations and amending Section 141-90 Administration and amending Article 10 Fees, Section 141-105 Fees established.
Motion on to open the floor.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Public comment? No public comment. Motion to close the floor.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion to approve.
Make a mo-
I'm sorry.
Make a motion.
Second.
Committeewoman Rathbun,
Yes.
Committeeman DeBattista,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Oliver,
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes. Ordinance first reading, no public comments.
Public hearing will take place on June 1st, 2023. 2023-13, an ordinance of the Township of Pennsauken amending Article 6 entitled Development Fees, Chapter 155-14 through 155-23, to provide for the collection of development fees in support of affordable housing as permitted by the New Jersey Fair Housing Act.
Motion to approve on first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Committeewoman Rathbun,
Yes.
Committeeman DeBattista,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Oliver,
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes. Resolution. The following resolution will be considered individually.
2023-187, resolution to award software services Edmunds Go Tech.
Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Committeewoman Rathbun,
Yes.
Committeeman DeBattista,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Aldo,
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes.
2023-188, resolution award contract for the 2023 agricultural supplies for Pennsauken Country Club multiple vendors.
Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Committeewoman Rathbun,
Yes.
Committeeman DeBattista,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Aldo,
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes. Resolutions. The following resolutions will be considered by consent agenda.
2023-189, resolution authorizing planning board escrow refund for $693 to Diabes Gas 16 LLC. 2023-190, resolution approving a refund of $1,599 for a golf membership. 2023-191, resolution authorizing planning board escrow refund for $537.50 for 111 Colmeyer Drive. 2023-192, authorizing referral to the Pennsauken Planning Board of Ordinance amending article entitled Development Fees, Chapter 155/14 through 155/23 to provide for collection of development fees in support of affordable housing as permitted by the New Jersey Fair Housing Act. 2023-193, resolution of the Township of Pennsauken authorizing the issuance of raffle license, Friends of the Pennsauken Free Public Library. 2023-194, resolution approving the person-to-person and face-to-face alcoholic beverage transfer of plenary retail consumption license 0427-33013010 from Pennsauken Liquor License LLC to BDP Brewing LLC, also known as Double Nickel Brewing Company.
Motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Committeewoman Rafe,
Yes.
Committeeman Batista,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Oliver,
Yes.
Mayor Martinez.
Yes.
Payment of bills,
Payment of bills.
$7,646,649.46. Section 8, $49,844.96.
Motion to pay bills.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Economic development. Needs some walk-up music.
Good evening, Mayor and Committee. Tonight, we have representatives from Summerwood Corporation Group. They're going to be proposing to do a redevelopment at the former Taco Bell site. Tonight, we're going to hear from Joe DePascal, who's the development manager for Summerwood Corporation, Christopher Burr, who's the attorney with Del Duca, Lewis and Burr, who's Summerwood's land use attorney, and Brian Cleary, who's the civil engineer from the Pettit Group. Summerwood Corporation proposes to redevelop the property located at 7377 North Crescent Boulevard with a new 2,722 square foot, 52-seat Taco Bell restaurant with a dual drive-through, a new 1,610 square foot Tim Hortons coffee shop with 29 seats and a drive-through, and a 1,950 square foot retail store, along with other associated improvements to the site. So without further ado, I just want to say thank you and may the force be with you.
Some Star Wars stuff going around town, huh?
Good evening, Mayor and Committee. Christopher Burr. I'm here from the law firm Del Duca, Lewis and Burr. I'm here on behalf of Summerwood Corporation. It looks like you have the plans I've provided, so I'll be passing additional copies now. As Mr. Ali mentioned, I'm here tonight with Joe DePascal from Summerwood Corporation and Brian Cleary from the Pettit Group, who is our engineer. Excuse me, Summerwood Corporation is the contract purchaser of the property at 7377 North Crescent Boulevard, which is the former home of the Pennsauken Diner. We are here tonight to present our conceptual plan for the redevelopment of this property. I obviously don't need to tell anyone here tonight, the Pennsauken Diner was operating on that site for a very long time. It was an institution in this township. That being said, unfortunately, it's been closed for a few years now, and the property is not in the best shape it's ever been. So Summerwood has plans to bring this property back to life with a combination of uses, all of which are permitted through the zoning for this area. But pardon me. All of which are permitted under the zoning in this area, and which we think will be a really great use for this site. This location at 130 and Westfield Avenue can really support these three uses. And we think it's going to provide township residents with new amenities that aren't there now, and will bring some new economic activity to that portion of the township. That, as Mr. Ali mentioned, we do propose a Taco Bell with drive-through lanes, a Tim Hortons coffee shop, and a proposed retail store. A specific user of that retail store is still to be determined. This developer does do a lot of work with cell phone carriers, and so that is a potential user of that retail store, but that is not yet set in stone. Obviously, we are here tonight because this property is part of your Westfield Avenue redevelopment plan, and we think this proposal is going to promote a number of the goals of that redevelopment plan, including spurring private investment, providing new development opportunities in the town and in the redevelopment area in particular, and the rehabilitation of older commercial areas. So with that introduction, with that overview, I'd like to turn this over to Mr. Cleary to give a little more detail on the concept plan for the site, and then we can talk through any questions that the mayor and committee may have. Thank you.
Can everyone see this? Or, okay, trying to get it for both you and for the audience. So the redevelopment, it's fairly straightforward. Here, actually, oh, not yet. So we were in front of the zoning board a week ago, and this was the plan we presented to them. We received some feedback from them, relatively minor changes that they wanted us to incorporate. Since then, we actually received the full survey of the property, so the area background. Some of the minor changes they requested us to make were to adjust the handicap accessible sizes, to relocate this trash enclosure, which was previously accessed via the main drive aisle, and some other minor things, but we incorporated their comments into this layout. So basically, you have your main entrance from Route 130. It's a right in, right out entrance. People accessing the site from 130 can either make a right to get into the drive-through and parking area for the Tim Hortons and the retail area, or they can make a left to get into the Taco Bell. Both of the entrances to the drive-through areas for both the Tim Hortons and the Taco Bell are located as far away from the entrance to the property as possible to avoid any sort of queuing issues with Route 130. We also have a secondary entrance directly to Westfield Avenue, where anybody traveling on Westfield can enter. The accesses to both the uses are at the far end of the property if you're entering via Westfield. This doesn't show it, but this property will be nicely landscaped, nice new LED lighting. We'll have a reduction in impervious cover, so stormwater management will be improved. And I mean, that's a quick overview of the layout, and just for the committee to see. So we have, this is the better one, we have rendered elevations of what the Taco Bell will look like. That's on the drive-through side. This shows the main facade, which is the one that faces, I would call that east on the property. So it's this facade. And then the Tim Hortons, we unfortunately don't have colored renderings of them, but we did provide you with the elevations for them as well. And then the retail will substantially look similar to the Tim Hortons, since it's basically an attached building. It'll look a lot like the Tim Hortons finishes. That's pretty much the overview of what we're proposing.
Excuse me, do you need variance relief for 3 permitted uses on that one lot and block?
Thank you. We do, and that is actually, so that is the reason, so we went before the zoning board last week just for a conceptual meeting, just to talk through the layout of the site. And the reason that we were before the zoning board rather than your planning board is because under your land use ordinance, it's contemplated that there only be one principal use on the site. So we will require some variance relief to permit other than 3 uses on this site.
Thank you.
So I have a quick question. The only thing that scares me the most about this is on Route 130, the entrance and the egress there. I see on the site plan, the semis can enter from the back on Westfield Avenue. Are we gonna, I mean, if the semis like to go in that entrance off of Wawa has on there, it's a pretty tight turn.
So the access from 130 will completely be dependent on DOT review.
Okay.
If they require us to widen it to ensure that any semis in the rightmost lane are accessing from Route 130, then we'll have to widen it. So we're at DOT's mercy.
All right, so you're at the traffic study right now.
We wanted to go in front of you first before the developer spent too much money. If we receive good feedback, we have it in the queue to get that started as soon as possible, so.
Thank you.
But the applicant they contract directly with the delivery. The delivery driver actually has a key to their facility, so they can come and offload when the store's closed. So they can tell them exactly how to access the site.
Does, I mean, Taco Bell has the semis, does Tim Hortons have them, so they have like box trucks, or do we know?
We will work that out with Tim Hortons because it's my understanding that Tim Hortons is just coming down from Canada. So I would assume they're trying to work that stuff out, but we would work with them and with the township to make sure that any issues you have, we'll make sure they're addressed.
All right, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mayor Van, I have a question. So you guys are gonna be the developers, and is this going to be something that it's gonna be leased to Taco Bell and Tim Hortons? Is this something that they're gonna purchase?
How you
Well,
doing?
hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Joe D. Pascal, I'm the development manager for Celebration. We're the people that have it under agreement. We're a Taco Bell franchisee.
Okay.
However, we own and develop most of our own properties. In this market, most of South Jersey, every Taco Bell you see is ours. So we own and operate all those stores in this market. The one on 73 used to be ours. We sold it. That's why we want to move here. We didn't think that was the right spot. We also own the KFC Taco Bell combo unit up in Maple Shade. So we're sort of moving our chess pieces around. But yes, we would own the property.
Okay.
We have a lease potential with Tim Hortons, and then we would, build the other building or do a ground lease with another tenant, and we would be the owner of the property.
Yeah, because what we want is, hold accountability for whoever owns this property to make sure it's maintained and it's clean. So my next question is, signage. What are you guys thinking of doing, and what are your thoughts on, letting people know what's in since now it's gonna be a 3-store?
Well, first things first, we would attempt to meet your ordinance, whatever that is. If we required some variance or extra relief because of the additional buildings, we would try and do that. It's a pretty good visible corner,
Right,
but also you're coming down 130,
correct.
it's going pretty fast. We want to give people a heads up as far in advance as we can, but so that would really depend on when we go before you for actual dimensional type variances. We're not there yet.
Well, I personally, we wanted to see another restaurant there, unfortunately, another diner, but it didn't happen. So I'm sure my husband is gonna be really happy with Taco Bell. But I love Tim Hortons. I have been in Canada and I love their coffee. So the 3rd store is a tentative,
It'll be just some retail user. It's not going to be a restaurant. It's going to be some other, as I think Chris mentioned, maybe it's an AT&T store or somebody like that. More lower impact type use, not needing all the parking. Obviously, because now we have 2 drive-throughs on the site that need to operate and static and so on. So it'd be some retail type use.
All right, thank you so
And
much.
you said you own the property or the contract purchaser?
We are the contract purchaser. That's why we're here to see you, because of the zoning issue with the multiple uses. It's very expensive property and they're not giving. So that's, comfortable that we can get some or all of this done. And zoning's the bigger issue, so that's why we went to the board first.
Zoning's the bigger issue.
Because of the three uses on
It's a
the
redevelopment zone?
it is, that's why we're before you.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say we're more important than
Well,
zoning right now.
I honestly didn't know it was a redevelopment zone until we went before till we made the application.
So it sounds like you need a use variance, that's why you're going in front of the zoning board?
That is correct. So under the current zoning for the parcel, we would need that the relief. One of the things that I did want to mention while we were here before the committee tonight, obviously this redevelopment plan has been in place since I think 2006, most recently amended 2008. I think it's been in place for a long time. I don't know if the township has considered any amendments to that plan during the interim, but if the township is supportive of this proposal and if there's an appetite for potentially considering any amendments to that plan, that is something that we would also be interested in pardon me, in understanding, just to determine whether or not this will be a use variance scenario or whether we would be able to proceed as a planning board application under the redevelopment zone.
I think everybody would love to see something happen on this property, and we're excited to see that so it has not been purchased.
No.
You are preparing to purchase based on what you hear tonight.
Correct.
With that said, though, it is kind of awkward that you're here with a Taco Bell, a potential coffee establishment, and no definite what your third space is. I mean, just out of respect to the residents, I think, we would love to know who's actually going to be there, especially in the redevelopment zone, and it's a case where you guys need some help with the variance, just for peace of mind for us, what we're actually bringing into the town. I mean, you're telling us it's going to be a low impact retail place, but there's no guarantee to what it could actually be. I know you wouldn't want to put something that would hurt your own business. I get it, but for me, I'm just trying to understand kind of where we're at with all of that. It's important. It's a great space. Look, my kids will be at Taco Bell 100%. I mean, we're in, but I'm just curious. I mean, and to me, Committee Woman Raffin says she loves the coffee. I will absolutely try it, but there's Wawa is at 10 feet away, and Starbucks soon to be 15 feet from there. The Dunkin' Donuts on the other side of the street. I mean, there's certainly a lot of options for coffee. I would just hate to see two empty buildings on top of a Taco Bell that will definitely have a line out into Route 130. I mean,
No, understood. Obviously, it's a chicken and egg, right? I have an actual lease pending with Tim Hortons. I wanted to make sure we're getting down the path. Again, I have to spend money, attorneys and so on, for those things as well as these meetings. So that's there. The other one, provided it meets your code, it's a retail store. I have no idea until I go to the market.
I get it. You're in it. We want to be supportive of our businesses in town, but we also want to make sure we have some type of protection for what actually is coming in. That's the point of a redevelopment zone, So I guess we could talk about that later, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, tonight we have to make a decision on whether we're granting our approval for this to move forward. Am I correct?
Unless you wanna just table it and have time to digest it, I don't want the committee to rush into anything. You need to digest.
I don't know that I would want. I don't know that I would want to table it. I'm just asking. What's going on here. I mean, theoretically, it looks great. It sounds great. I just like to. I would have liked to have known what was actually coming into the space. I mean,
So to that point, if Tim Hortons says, nope, we're
And, I'm not sure where Starbucks is in the market.
Right.
We would try and find someone else that was a comfortable user that would use the drive-through because that has the value. The retail space, there's a number of them, I'm sure up and down 130, and we'll be competing for backfilling those boxes, but, so I couldn't tell you, honestly, it would really be marketplace. I have to get my broker out there,
right, but you will
Feeding the
still
bushes.
Have green light with the Taco Bell.
100%,
100%,
100%,
okay.
yeah.
So it's not
Like I
gonna
said,
just
we're gonna
kind of be-
operate that, that's us,
Okay,
and then we'll backfill the rest of it. And obviously, we'd still own it, we'd still maintain it,
correct,
even if those boxes weren't built today, you would have,
right.
all the infrastructure would be in, all the parking would be in, everything would be there, we just have pads available for lease.
But you said you had a signed lease for the coffee shop.
I don't, it's not signed, but it's
Oh,
teed up and
okay.
ready, it's only not
Okay,
signed
got
because
it.
of this, I'm just
Right,
waiting,
right.
Got you.
before I,
The only
engage
other
those
thing
folks.
that would be a concern for me is the property in and of itself. So you guys are the owner of the property. You'll be responsible for all things that you'll discover in planning as far as trash removal, ground, water runoff, the changing to your trash collection,
Correct.
all the stuff that pertains in planning because something that's important for us is a point person. You guys own this lot. A lot of times we get into things, but we don't know who to call.
Mhm.
And it looks like a mess. There's a bunch of vendors. That's really key for us. It sits on Route 130. It's been a beacon spot for our town for a lot of years. It's going from Pennsauken to Taco Bell, and it is, this just is what it is, right? We're okay with that, but, cleanliness, the lawns, right? The trash cans aren't overflowing because somebody didn't pick them up. I mean, these are things that we're gonna map out inside the plane that we expect everybody to be held to at a high standard, especially in a place as prominent of a location as that. I mean, that's imperative to, again, we wanna work with you. We don't wanna hurt anybody. We wanna be a team. We want you guys to be successful. But it's gotta be, we need the person like, who's gonna be your your land manager. I don't know what you would
Well,
call it.
to the degree that I could guarantee you that, I can guarantee you that. We operate 185 stores now in 6 states.
Okay.
We're in Conshohocken as our headquarters. We have a full, maintenance team. We have,
I know the one on 73 was never a mess. I mean, I'll give you that. And that was at the base of the high school.
right.
I might have snuck down there a few times when I was in high school and grabbed something to eat. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, so I mean, we're here and we're local and, like I said, we have full management capabilities to take care of all those stores. We're all around here. We just built in Mount Laurel, we just built in Marlton, and, no issues to my knowledge. If they happen, like I said, we're here, we're accessible, we're not,
Okay. I don't have anything else to add, Mr. Mayor.
Once everyone's okay with it, then we can give them
Mayor?
a heads up tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just taking in what everybody's opinions and suggestions are. Me being quiet here doesn't mean I don't like this thing here. I'm just taking it all in. Pennsauken was a staple in the town. Yeah, it's not gonna be there no more. It has been abandoned for a long time. It turned out to be a sore eye for a little bit there. I'm just hoping that what you put there with these drawings, it looks like a very nice Taco Bell. Hopefully everything accommodates that and we keep the property, in tight shape. Just like Committeeman DeBattista said, I definitely don't want to chase people around. So if you're the landowner and you're going to keep everything tight, then that's I'm cool with everything here. I mean, are you serving breakfast at Taco Bell?
we try.
There you go.
We're breakfast. I don't think they quite have it right, but
I'm just messing with you.
that's why our friends at Tim Hortons will take care of
Yeah,
that.
I'm just messing with you.
And we'll do the late night like we usually do.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with everything.
Let me just clarify, Council, I haven't looked at frankly, the Westville Ave redevelopment plan in a while. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I'm assuming you did. Is this type of development contemplated for the
Avenue redevelopment plan doesn't or layout of sites. It sort of, as a general matter, provides for upkeep and maintenance of properties more so than any changes to the zoning.
Okay. So it's an overlay zone.
It is an overlay zoning, yes, correct.
Well, I wish you guys well, again, it's great to see somebody involved over there. I would soon bring back chili cheese burrito with that.
We'll make the recommendation.
I wish you guys luck and, just try to maintain it pretty as possible, because we like pretty, and
Well,
good luck.
as Brian said, you're gonna get a little more landscaping than now,
Yeah.
because currently it's pretty much 100% impervious. So you'll
It is
get a little
nice,
more of that, and,
Unfortunately.
we'll certainly do that.
And like we said, we are all in agreement that we do support small businesses, big businesses, whoever wants to come down, but do it right, that's it. So,
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Thanks,
Thank you
good
very
luck.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, public comment. Is anybody for public comment?
Sounds good.
Public comment. Public comment, all right. Motion to close floor,
Make a motion?
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, committee comments. So I'll go first. So Taco Bell guys left already. I promise you I wasn't looking through my phone for the menu or anything like that. Want to go, got me a little hungry here. But I do remember, I will say this though, I do remember Penny Queen being there. And I used to have my captain's breakfast there with, 2002. No, it's very far in the past, but we used to have our breakfast there, so that was a cool thing. So hopefully, young kids can take advantage of that. But I will say this, May has a couple events popping up. I will let the committee get into details for that, but I will take this one from them. May 19th is Pennsauken Police versus Fire charity softball game. We do have fire and police here right now. As this event has come closer and closer, it looks like they've been sitting further and further apart. So hopefully, police can break the streak that's happened over a couple years. I'll be out there to help the police again as best as I can. Can't carry them though. If you check your Pennsauken weekly newsletter, that is out right now. You can find that on social media. It's really the best bet to find out everything that's going on in town. I'm actually scrolling through it right now, so you wouldn't miss anything. If you scroll through it, you'll see a bunch of things on there. MPLL, the in-town baseball program, is having their opening day this weekend, Sunday. If anybody wants to come out, and we'll have all 5 T-ball teams running at the same time. So if you want to watch the little kids play, it's something to watch. You'll see a couple Rookie of the Years out there. And you may see our Administrator Tim waving a kid around third. So just take a look at the newsletter. It has a bunch of things on there. I'll pass it to our Deputy Mayor, Patrick Olivo.
Well, thank you, Mayor. And I want to thank everyone for coming out today, and I want to thank everyone for watching us on live stream. And I just want to start off by last week we celebrated Arbor Day. The township teamed up with a local business in town called SodaStream, who generously donated several trees and help with public works, and them and 40 volunteers. We were able to plant them in some of our green spaces. So thank you to SodaStream. And fun fact, I never knew this, SodaStream is 120 years old. Anybody know that? I thought it was like 12 years old. And also last Saturday, I was able to give a few inspirational words at a health fair that was sponsored by the True Covenant Worship Center. I just want to thank them for allowing me to speak at the event. And events like these are essential to the community. I walked around from table to table, and they had tables from Camden County College to a lead testing table, which provided info on ways you could, test for lead in the household. Or worse, may not even have for a job well done. If you talking about, I believe it talks about the Pennsauken pool registration May 10th, and it's by appointment only. So you can contact the township to schedule your appointment at 856-665-1000, extension 151, and talk to Mr. Juan Vasquez. And last, I also want to wish everyone a happy Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
2 fun facts.
Yeah, 2 fun facts. There's an event I usually volunteer this committee woman, McKenna, but she's not here right now. There's an event celebration that's on Sunday at the library, which I'll be attending. This event is from 11 to 2:30. There will be food, music, arts and crafts, and cultural performances. So I hope to see everyone there. Thank you very much and have a great week.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Committeeman Marco Di Battista.
Thank you, Mayor, appreciate it. I'd like to say, I asked everybody, first off, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and everybody who's here tonight. We appreciate it. This is what it's about, serving you guys. But I do ask everybody right now to keep a special someone in their prayers. Our fire chief here in town's wife, Jacqueline Hutton, she's home from the hospital. She had a major surgery. She's doing well. She's recovering at home with her family. But we just ask everybody to please to keep their family in your prayers as they're going through it. So I just want to put that out there. And just keeping it light, I want to thank all the in-town sports here in Pennsauken, providing great activities for our kids to get out and stay healthy and be safe. We did a thing, our EMS gave CPR training to all coaches for in-town sports. I think we did about 50 coaches. God forbid there's an accident on the field or somebody is in need of help. We strongly believe that the coaches being the first ones on the spot to be able to start the process to help somebody is imperative, because not only want everybody to have a great time, we want everybody to go home safe. So big thanks to our EMS and the committee collectively coming together and providing this service to our coaches. And to end it with this, you know what also is nice about the in-town sports is the kids have a wonderful experience, but the parents do too. It's all volunteers. They're not getting paid. Nobody pays these people to come out. They're doing it because they want to spend time with the kids. They want to hopefully bond with their children and people in their community. And we are based on community here. So thank you to them. And again, thanks for everybody being here tonight, and stay safe.
That was awesome, Marco. Appreciate that. Committeewoman Rafael.
Okay. Thanks, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Just a couple of things. Sunday, May 28th is Memorial. We're going to have a memorial service at Liberty Park at 12 noon. And a little bit further down, June 10th, just so you guys get ready. I will let you know again, but just so you guys can prepare yourself, is the summer kickoff. Yay, summer's around the corner. And that's going to be at the Community Recreation Complex on June 10th from 6 to 9 p.m. Make sure you get there at 6 o'clock because we're going to have an awesome band called Philly Special Band. And they play really awesome music. It's going to be the first time that we have a band there. So try to get there at 6 so you can enjoy the music. And there's going to be a lot of fun stuff there as well. For the library.
Committeewoman, is there gonna be fireworks that night as well?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you
Whoa,
very much.
fireworks.
There's going to be fireworks that night. So just try not to get there when the fireworks are going to start. Try to get there earlier so you can enjoy. And there's going to be a duck tank that I truly believe that all of these handsome men are going to and you know, yeah, exactly. So if you want to see them go into the duck tank, I will,
Some of
encourage
us
you
may
to
need
get there
floaties.
at 6 o'clock.
Committeewoman, are you saying there is a band and fireworks for free on June
Yes,
10th?
for free.
That the township providing a band that is
Absolutely.
fantastic and
For the
fireworks?
first time,
Wow.
yes, for the first time, we are going to have a live band. And that band is really, really awesome. So I encourage everyone to just go out there with their family members and enjoy the night. It's gonna be an awesome, awesome event. For the library, we have here a wine tasting and silent art auction. It's going to be on Sunday, June 11th. So if June 10th wasn't enough, guess what? We have another event on June 11th being provided by the library and the Friends of Pennsauken Free Public Library. This is an event for them. And it's going to be June 11th from 1 to 3:30 at the Historic State, which is also called the Inglesby and Sons Funeral Home. Don't be afraid, even though it's a funeral home, it's really nice inside and it's beautiful and it's an awesome event. So please, please, please join us. It's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be $30, the tickets purchased in advance at the Pennsauken Library. And if you can't purchase in advance, that's okay. You can go in there and at the door, you're going to pay $35. So go out there and support. And let's see, one more. Yes, very important. Today's my dad's birthday, 70th birthday. So happy birthday, Dad. Thank you so much for everything you do for us. I appreciate it. You have been an extraordinary man, and I couldn't be more proud to be your daughter. So thank you and happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So yeah, as you see, we are stacked with events. So like I said before, the township weekly newsletter, that would be where you need to go to see all these events. And Tim, do you have anything?
Yes, real quick, two things. One, Committeewoman McKenna is not here. She is resting after a big surgery that she had, so please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She is doing well, but she's still recuperating. So Marie, get well soon, and look forward to seeing you here at our next meeting, which is May 18th, and then our first one in June is June 1st. So May 18th and June 1st. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's move this thing out. Adjournment. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Thank you everyone for showing up.